Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and today is Mother's Day, whether you like it or not. But I hope you guys out there have at least called your moms, and to all your moms out there, happy Mother's Day, and also happy Mother's Day to all you dads out there pulling double duty, because it's not an easy job one way or the other. And I think a lot of parents don't get the recognition. I should say a lot of dads don't get the recognition they deserve even on this day, especially when it comes out around the time of Father's Day. And there are all them articles about how it's really Mother's Day part 2. You know, always attacking dads. Fuck that. Not on this channel. I'm pro dad here. I'm pro mom here too, but pro dad. Anyway, so this particular story is one of the reasons why I'm against kind of days like this. I mean, look, celebratory, all that jazz, fine. Celebrate your mom, tell them you love them every single day. It's fantastic. But there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of pressure put on kids to kind of perform on this day, and if not done correctly, it can lead to some violent outcomes. Now, in South Carolina, a 30-year-old mother by the name of Shontrell Murphy was arrested because she repeatedly hit her son in the head after she found out that the Mother's Day card he had made was not, in fact, for her, but his grandmother. Not even making this up. She was charged with cruelty to children, and she was released from jail on a personal recognizance bond. Now, the police say that they reported to a phone call from the grandmother calling the police, saying that her daughter had slapped her son repeatedly, and that when the police arrived there, they found the boy crying. They talked to Shontrell, they talked to the grandmother, talked to the boy, and they arrested the mom. And the investigator said that the boy's sister told them that their mother was upset because the card he had made wasn't for her. And it was for the grandmother instead. Now, that's something that I think, like, for one, is totally fucked up. Like, you don't hit a kid, period. But you don't hit a kid, especially over a Mother's Day card. That makes no fucking sense to me, right? It just makes no fucking sense to me why she would get so mad that her son didn't make her a card. I mean, okay, well, look, maybe there's an explanation here. How many times do you know single mothers who dote on their sons and they kind of put the onus of the relationship of the absent father on their son? That happens more often than you think, right? Because to these single mothers, that their son is like their prince, it's their baby, it's their life, it's their everything. And a lot of that, I don't want to necessarily say unspent love that would used for like a male counterpart in a romantic relationship, then kind of gets issued on the child. It's never done in any kind of sexual way, but it's like an emotional, intimate sort of way. And I've read about this multiple times over the years, but this is the only time I've ever come across something where the mom beat the shit out of a kid because the Mother's Day card was for the grandmother, right? Like, my mom was a single mom. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. I spent a lot of time with them, to the point of where, like, when my grandmother passed away 4 years ago, I was a slobbering, blubbering mess for like a day. It was one of the hardest things I've ever gone through because that woman meant the absolute fucking world to me. My mom does as well, but there's a special bond that a child has with his grandmother and his grandfather. You know what I mean? Like, it's layered and shit. But this woman, Shontrell, she beat the crap out of her kid because he didn't make her a fucking Mother's Day card. That is just sad. That is just sad. I mean, I don't know what the bond or what the charge punishment for cruelty to children is, but I'm, can you add on like dumb fuck parent on top of that? Additionally, the boy was taken to a hospital, evaluated, and then released. So, she slapped him around quite a bit. He's okay. But man, you read these kind of stories all the time and you're like, why? Why do you get so worked up over a day like this? It's like, I called my mom today. She's like over 100 miles south. I shot her a call. I'm like, hey, Mom, how are you? Enjoying your Sunday? Oh, awesome. You're going in for a job interview this week. I wish you the best of luck. Talked to my stepmom yesterday. Went over there, had pizza and ice cream last night for an early Mother's Day thing. All the kids were there. Like, you do something like that. But there was no pressure. No pressure. But in some of these cases, there's such an emphasis on pressure with this day that it can cause these kind of outbursts to happen. Now, I'm not calling for like the abolition of fucking of Mother's Day or Father's Day. I think the days are fine for what they are, but there are parents out there that I think kind of buy into like what is like, you know, the hallmark creation of these days, the hallmark push of these days, where it's like, you know, there's that big emphasis like today's my day. And then you don't get what you want, and they get bitchy like a kid on Christmas that wanted a fucking BB gun and got a sock. You know, but I don't know. Maybe this. I guarantee you that this particular parent has probably been in a situation like this in the past involving violence, and violence always begets violence. And so, her son is a person I'm actually most worried about. He's 6 years old, and his mother beat the shit out of him because he didn't give her a Mother's Day card and instead made one for his grandmother. It's not to say he doesn't love his mom, but now he's fucking fearful. Now this dude is fucking going to be scared his entire life going forward that he doesn't give his mom a card for Mother's Day, or probably Valentine's Day or any other fucking day. And it's all going to be based out of fear of getting attacked again. She's scarred this kid for life, and that's going to impact future relationships. It's going to impact how he either gets treated by women or how he treats women, because it's not going to be the proper expectation of showcasing love, because he made a card for the wrong person. And not even for the wrong person, he just made it for somebody else. The grandmother could have been like, okay, well, we're just going to make you a card right now, right? And then just, here's your card. But apparently the ego is so fragile on Shontrell that when that cracked, she fucking lost it. Now imagine what happens if this kid screws up again in a harder way. What if he forgets a birthday? What if he forgets Christmas? Is he going to end up in the hospital? Is he going to end up dead? I mean, these are things, these are valid, legitimate concerns. Because that kind of unchecked rage, again, is something that doesn't get discussed much in this country. People have anger. They have rage. They put a lot of pressure on themselves. I don't know. Maybe I'm all over the place on this one, but I read this kind of story and I get pretty ticked off. Because this kid did nothing wrong. And his mom beat the crap out of him. Enough to the point of where his family felt that it was necessary to call the police because she smacked him around so much. And now this kid's going to have that fear, going to have that scar. If he doesn't do right by mom, what's she going to do to him next? And how's it going to impact him down the road? Who knows? But all of this could have been avoided if she just would have, I don't know, kept her fucking emotions in check and not gotten so worked up over a holiday that happens once a year. If her son forgot to give his mom a card, it doesn't mean he loves her any less. But to Shontrell, she put so much emphasis on that show of affection that she screwed up her kid for life. And maybe I'm being a bit hyperbolic on that one. Maybe I'm a little bit over the top in thinking that. And I can understand why some people might argue that. But come on. Do you think your mother would smack you around if you didn't give her a Mother's Day card and instead had one for the grandparent? If you say, no, my mom would never do that. Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, what do you guys think about this one? Let me know in the comments below. Definitely want to know your guys' thoughts. It's crazy all the way around. But anyway, if you guys liked the video, toss it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and slap on that subscribe. Check out the videos to the right. I got new videos coming every single day. Streams 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Sunday through Wednesday, and once either Friday or Saturday. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day, and peace out.